We want to get right to breaking news that we have been following this morning. The Chicago Police Department mourning the loss of an officer. We have learned the 36-year-old was shot and killed late last night in Chatham.
Greetings to all of you who back the blue, and welcome to another segment of Fallen Heroes, where we honor the courageous men and women who have laid down their lives in the service of their communities. And today, we honor Officer Krystal Rivera. On Thursday, June 5th, the city of Chicago was struck by profound sorrow with the loss of Officer Krystal Rivera, who made the ultimate sacrifice while serving her community at the age of 30.
A procession for the fallen Officer Rivera ended just before 4 o'clock this morning. Her body was escorted from the University of Chicago Medical Center to the medical examiner's office. At one point, she passed under an American flag, a symbol of her service and her sacrifice. Now take a look at the scene. It was just before 10 o'clock last night when Chicago police say they tried to stop someone who they believed was armed in the Chatham neighborhood at 82nd and Drexel. That suspect ran into a nearby apartment. As police followed, they say they were confronted by a second person inside that apartment who was pointing a rifle at them. During that, an officer fired their weapon, and shortly after is when 36-year-old Officer Krystal Rivera was shot. Officers rushed her to the hospital in a patrol vehicle that later caught fire. Once she made it to the hospital, she sadly died. Superintendent Larry Snelling spoke to us at the University of Chicago Medical Center after she died early this morning. This was after they broke the news to Rivera's mother and to her young child.
Because to a parent, no matter how old your children get, they're still always your children. And for a mother to lose her daughter like that, knowing that she was trying to do the right thing every single day.
It's rough on the officers, it's rough on the higher ranking officers who have to deliver these messages, who have to stay strong when they are weak themselves. With these officers, a lot of them are, young, and you can look in their eyes and see that it could have almost been them, where they think of, what they would do in this situation, and it's just sad.
The two suspects fled the scene but were apprehended shortly thereafter. One of the men, a convicted felon, wanted for 6 outstanding warrants, was charged with armed violence, illegal possession of a firearm, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of a fraudulent identification card.
Rucker was caught on surveillance, pointing an AR-style gun at police, according to court documents. He was also found to be in possession of about 20 fake IDs. Police recovered 3 guns in that apartment and found drugs believed to be heroin and crack cocaine.
Officer Rivera had been a dedicated member of the Chicago Police Department since September 2019, earning the respect for her integrity, strength, and passion for protecting those around her.
Officer Krystal Rivera.
Before she was sworn in as a Chicago police officer, she was part of a congregation.
We just love our community, and so did Krystal.
Jennifer and Daniel Cruz are pastors at Faith World Church in Belmont Cragen.
Krystal Rivera attended our church for about 15 years, so we literally seen her just really grow up.
If you knew her, you knew that she was very determined, but she had such a sweet spirit and a gentle heart.
Chicago's residents came together to mourn, lining the streets for her procession and sharing heartfelt tributes of her selflessness. Her family, friends, and colleagues celebrated a life filled with love and service, remembering her as a fierce advocate for justice and a beacon of hope in a community that is filled with a lot of problems.
Early on, it was clear serving and protecting were inherently part of her DNA.
Assigned to the 6th District, we learned Rivera's nickname on the job was Mama 2, and that she served with a team that led in weapon recoveries and arrests.
She made a difference in this city.
Officer Rivera's legacy and her sacrifice reminds us of the profound risk our officers face on a daily basis. So let us keep her spirit alive by standing with those who carry on her mission of protecting and serving our communities.
When we say that we are not going to forget, we mean that. She was, she is, and she always will be a hero.
Officer Krystal Rivera has served with the Chicago PD for 4 years. She is survived by her daughter.
And she looked up at me that night and she asked me one question. She said, was my mom a good police officer? And I remember saying to her, your mom was an exemplary police officer.
Thank you for joining me and paying tribute to this remarkable fallen hero. Our hearts are with Officer Rivera's loved ones and her fellow officers. And know this, evil may challenge us, and it may introduce a lot of dark days into our lives. But heroes like Krystal shine brighter.
At the Gold Star Family's Memorial Wall, every name represents a story of duty, a story of bravery, and for Chicago Police Officer Krystal Rivera, a story of sacrifice.
I know she's not here, but I know she'd be so grateful to be on the wall.
Today, her name became the latest one to be added to this wall, which honors fallen Chicago police officers dating back nearly 2 centuries.
She takes her place among 606 brothers and sisters, all police guardians who answered a noble calling, so you and I can sleep safer at night.
Krystal's ultimate sacrifice and the line of duty is a reflection of the selfless way she lived every single day. I will honor Krystal by living each day the same strength she showed, and I pray that the world never forgets the name Krystal Rivera.
So remember to stay alert, stay safe, and hold close to heroes that we still have in our midst that we often take for granted. As always, thank you for your continued support, but more importantly, continue to support our shields. God bless.